Okay, so Xilonen is finally here, and we are going to test her out on so many teams in this video. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna get every single character. I've done a lot of testing. I actually recorded like 5 individual videos for individual characters today, but I figured, hey, what if we just went in and did all of them in one video, just so we can figure it out, you know? What the plan to do this is just seeing different team comps, right? So this is the standard Nevi team comp that I would use. It's just standard. Like, it is legitimately, I always use this team. It's just basically the #1 team I think 99% of Nevi players use. So we have that, and also Kazuha just took a load of damage there, so that's going to really help out Nevi, doing 57,000, 60,000. This may or may not be the strongest I've ever seen Nevi on this team, purely because Kazuha got absolutely railed. You know, that do be a kind of issue there. So we saw that, but gonna be honest, like I said, Kazuha got absolutely destroyed there, and that allowed us to, you know, get a lot of fanfare stacks. So it was kind of unfair for this team to have that much, but hey, we're gonna go ahead and see. That is also another thing. You have to test characters like this, and Furina is the #1, like, character that you can screw up in testing on. It's her and Arlecchino all the time. It's just like, if you accidentally forget something or don't see something happen, then your damage numbers can be completely different, and it's just, that's how the game works, you know? Okay, so now this is the big team. This is the big one. It's just absolutely the team that is gonna show off Nevi doing amazing, astonishing damage here. All right, let's go. Kazuha E, Kazuha Q. Let's go. Come on. Keep it coming. We haven't taken that much damage. 79, 80,000 damage, bro. 150 on the burst. It's so much. It's so much. It's so great. I love it, honestly. Some people have told me that they haven't really seen a damage buff from their Nevi, but I mean, you just saw me, like, I do have Xilonen's weapon, right? This is C0R1 Xilonen. I guess I haven't mentioned that before, but this is C0R1 Xilonen. You know, she absolutely massively upgraded, you know, Nevi's team. And if you have Archaic Petra Zhongli, then it's going to be a little less of an upgrade, but it's going to be a great upgrade. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. You're not getting into my world. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Let's get on to the next one, because this is going to be a long video. So you might already know who the next one is. I mean, there's no other way to, like, describe how this is gonna go. All right, now I do want to actually show 2 sort of variants of this team, and the fact that you can sort of run this without Kazuha, and it is actually a stronger team. Although for AoE multi-wave situations, I noticed it's actually not really, like, Kazuha is better. Like, it's just as simple as that. Kazuha is better, because Kazuha having his off-field damage and stuff, it is better. I've already taken it into Abyss. You know, I can show that in a minute. All right, I don't know how much you guys want me to, like, yap on certain teams, but I guess these are, like, 2 very popular characters, so I figured we might want to, you know, go on for a little bit more. And yeah, so we'll take them into Abyss, and I can show off the differences between the teams, and it's very, you know, like, Kazuha's team, it's not a clear time, by the way, that I'm comparing. I'm just comparing the, like, amount of time it takes to kill one guy, and yeah, it's kind of like that. But let's go over here, let's pop this, and then we'll have this going there, and then we can also have this. So let's go ahead. We have to make sure we use Kazuha's burst, because I have his C2, and that gives us extra damage bonus. 120. Yeah, so 120 is what we're looking at, right? Yeah, so don't worry, though. Don't worry. We're going to be showing off a lot more. So that team does go up to 130 when we do have Zhongli's, you know, set active. Having Zhongli's Tenacity of the Millith active is not actually, like, as easy as it sounds. Like, a lot of the times you do not have it active. I never even pay attention to it. It's more like a bonus if you get it type thing. But hey, guess who we can get rid of and just have permanent buffs, right, baby? Let's go. And the thing is, with this team, Arlecchino is just so dumb that it actually doesn't even matter that she doesn't have a shield or any form of, you know, healing. Oh, right, yeah, speaking of healing, play the clip. So, interesting bug I just found. Xilonen actually heals Arlecchino. We're gonna grab all of these, and I'm gonna do a normal rotation, and you'll see Xilonen heals Arlecchino weirdly. So, yeah, it's a weird thing. Oh my god! Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's how you're trying to buy me off to not spill their secret bug. But let's go ahead. Let's grab this and let's do this. All right. So as you can see here, we're doing all of our stuff. We're going to just wipe these guys out real quick. And you can look at our bond of life real quick. Why is it going down? Why is it going down? Why? Why does Arlecchino get healed by Xilonen? Why? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. To prove that she's being healed, by the way, let's go ahead and get hit by a couple of these guys. Because, you know, we didn't actually see any healing. So, yeah. That's enough healing. All right. That's enough damage for you guys. All right. Let's pop this. Sure. Thank you. Okay. Let's grab them. All right. Cool. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and just kill them up here. And, yep. Heal, heal, heal. And we're healing. Now, we were in Bennett's circle there. It's weird. It's very weird. It's very fun. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I might put this at the very beginning of the Arlecchino section of the Xilonen, you know, thing. It doesn't actually heal you in combat. That's one thing. It only heals you when you're at like the end of the domain, which is weird. Oh, maybe I guess I haven't actually had a long enough time to experience it. So let me see if it does heal you in combat. That would be awful if it did. That would actually be grounds for like this character just that's just a pure bug. So let's go ahead. Let's, you know, do all our stuff. Yeah. And let's see, what does Arlecchino lose her bond of life here? No, she's not losing her bond of life. Yeah. It's just purely from this. Like when you're done, you randomly will get healed. That's so weird. It's so weird. Like Arlecchino, not even if you're in combat or outside of combat, you don't get healed. It's a weird bug. I've never noticed it. I mean, I don't think Bennett is really healing us. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm missing that. But yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this little segment. I'll put it at some point in the video. Yeah, guys, I don't know. It's a weird glitch. I don't think it actually affects, you know, Arlecchino, and if it does, Xilonen is definitely not going to be able to heal Arlecchino in, like, the next update, or maybe even by the time this is uploaded, honestly. It's definitely not going to happen like that. But we can easily go with Xilonen here and easily do this. Boop, boop. All right, let's grab you. And Kazuha's buff can even last longer now for Arlecchino, which is great. You know, because, well, no, actually, we were doing 160. Yeah, 160. Just 160 raw. Like no issues there. 160 raw. All right, guys. I've had absolutely amazing energy uptime, and that's, you know, 153. It's Kazuha is with Xiphos here. But yeah, other than, like, I actually just have not had any issues with her energy. Her energy's been great. You do not need 160 ER on this. It's actually, like, great. I do really, really like the way that they've made her, and she's super self-sustaining and stuff. So we will try this out one more time. I want to get Bennett's energy first, though. So now we're going to try with a Zhongli and Xilonen team, which will probably do 140, I think, is what it should do. I've done a lot of testing, as I've said. Like, I've done a lot of testing because I'm really interested in these characters, and I want to see how Xilonen affects these, you know, characters, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use Zhongli's shield first, then Xilonen. Well, we might, here's what we'll do. We'll do this. No, we won't do that. We'll go ahead and we'll hold. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's happened to me twice now in this update. I don't know what to say. I think it might have just been a change through this update. It's not really been this prevalent before, but yeah, we'll have that. And then as you can see, like I said about, you know, Zhongli's buff, it just doesn't really matter. And then we'll grab this and boom, crit, yeah, 140, there you go. 140, there you go. And that's without tenacity active, you know. So overall, absolutely phenomenal pairing. If you want to go for more defense, you know, Xilonen plus Zhongli is better than Kazuha to a certain extent. Let's go take it into Abyss now. Because of the 15% damage buff that the Geo Resonance gives you, you definitely can. I'm pretty sure that I've gone into... Oh, nope, this is Clorinde. Yep. Like I've said, done a lot of testing. Clorinde was one of the characters that we'll be testing in this video, too. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's grab up Arlecchino, and let's grab her a double Geo setup here. Now, this Abyss is not great to test in at all. I hate it. Just awful. So, really annoying. Max HP 25% because that doesn't buff anybody on this team. Let's go ahead, grab this, and then we'll do this and grab that. Okay, so we'll grab that, and we'll grab this, and boom. All right, so both of those guys are dead. And this guy likes to block without Kazuha on rotation. And then this is where the team falls apart, sort of. Like, this is where I'm kind of like, oh, she didn't actually, you know, do that well. Yeah, see, as you can see here, let's grab this. Let's do this. All right, cool. And then this is when we would basically, we would be done. All right, so 9... well, let me restart. So 927 or 928 is when we finish that, right? So let's go and look at Kazuha. So the reason for that being is because I'm trying to show that Xilonen keeps her, you know, res shred buffs, because all you have to do is go to the new enemy. Whereas, you know, Kazuha, he doesn't do that. But the thing is, with Arlecchino specifically, you're able to easily swap out of, you know, Arlecchino and reapply Kazuha, and they are able to stagger, preventing, you know, the guy from going into his shield faster, right? And these guys at the beginning here, let's show off this, right? Let's just show it off. You know, we can do this, and he's not blocking. Like, look at this guy. He's not blocking. So, all right, let me talk about this. I don't like manipulating the AI, but when it's organic, I have no issue. And it is very clear that staggering with Kazuha's E-skill on this team very clearly organically manipulates the samurai guy's, you know, AI to just not block. For whatever reason, he just doesn't block. Whereas on the Xilonen, you know, side, it blocks all the time. I literally have not had a single Xilonen run where that guy doesn't block, and it has literally blocked an entire 100k hits, right? So it's definitely something that affects it, and it's something that, you know, Kazuha with his staggering, people, guys, it's not even about his crowd control. It's not. It's about his staggering. It is actually, like, his staggering is what's really helping us clear these guys out even faster, because his, you know, crowd control isn't really all that much to write home about, if we're being real. So let's grab this, and let's just, oh, nope, I did not want to climb that. All right, whatever. Okay, he also does have this. So yeah, as you can see, sometimes his, like, you know, his crowd control doesn't work. But yeah, you know, it worked there. And then we have this. So we'll just go here, and we'll do this. Yeah, and now we have this. Just a little more, please. All right, give that, give this. All right, I wanted to actually get, oh, never mind. This is another thing with Kazuha we have to accept. Okay, all right. Well, this wasn't, okay. They are very close. I'll put my hands up and say they're very close. They're very close. But I consistently got like 930 or 929 with this team beforehand. Let me group these guys successfully here. Yeah, let me do this. Let me grab that. Let me grab this. Let me get all these guys here. All right, so we'll just group them there. And then I hold charge, I swear. He's guard. Okay. Oh, well, that sucks. All right. Well, we'll just get this. We'll get that. All right. Yeah. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We should be at the point where this is happening. All right. Let's do this first. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Yep. And okay. Okay. Maybe they're just the same. All right. I swear, like, literally 10 minutes ago, had I tested this, they would have actually performed differently. But no, now they're just the same. All right. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So what basically I was trying to show was, initially I was trying to show, oh yeah, Xilonen, she keeps her resistance, it's so great. It didn't matter because, one, we got lower timings from my previous testing, but now I can't replicate it, you know, and if I can't easily replicate it, then I don't know, that's just not good testing or something. Maybe I did. Like, now I just can't easily replicate it. So honestly, I would say that Xilonen and Kazuha are incredibly evenly matched. Honestly, for Arlecchino, I mean, like, for Arlecchino specifically, I think they're very evenly matched. I don't think that there's really, like, they're buffs, and they're not really, like, because what Kazuha is missing is 20% attack and 8% elemental damage bonus, right? So overall, I would say they're very evenly matched. I don't see a world where these characters are, like, super, like, one is clearly better than the other. I think it's genuinely just, you know, throw your hands up in the air, pick one, whatever, whichever one you can use on Arlecchino's team, whichever one you need for another team, basically. Don't use that one. That is really what it comes down to. But Arlecchino, I would say they're very evenly matched. And then you can also just, go through the option of, using both of them at the same time, which is clearly an effective strategy because of how insane it is, right? I mean, let's go through Abyss. I want to see it Abyss. I don't think I've tested out Abyss with both of them in the same party. I wanted to compare them more, but you know, it just didn't end up happening. The reason why we compare Kazuha with Xilonen here so much is because we want to see like what is the trade-off, and the trade-off of, you know, putting Xilonen on this team is removing Kazuha, right? Whereas on the Nevi team, it wasn't really a thing that we had to do, right? We just didn't have to remove Kazuha at all, right? We were just able to go in with the normal team. And then with Nevi, I don't know, did I actually run double Geo Nevi? I think I might have. Hopefully I did. I hope I did. But yeah, max HP again. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what this guys are looking like. All right, let's grab them all up here. Come on, keep it coming. Oh, he ran away. All right, oh, 180,000, huh? 180,000, really? And I would love to crit, but you know that's just not happening, huh? Yeah. Oh, we did it. We got it. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, get out of here, please. Yeah, out of here. 200,000, not bad. And then we have this guy who we're gonna have the res decrease from Arlecchino and Xilonen combo. Let's go ahead. Let's grab this. Right. Keep it coming. All right. Keep it coming. We want to just purely decrease this guy's resistances so much. All right. That's what we want to do. 60,000, bro. Oh, okay. 113 health Arlecchino. All right. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Let's grab that. There is also another team that we can go ahead and we can test out real quick, and that is Arlecchino Vape, right? We can just go ahead. If you really, really wanted, we could go ahead and add Furina here. Now, this is literally just a kill the enemy before they can kill you scenario. If you try this, you better be killing the enemy, because otherwise, you're going to be 50% HP. Xilonen, sadly, you know, she's not healing you. I'm going to be honest, guys. She's not healing you. I'm sorry to be brutally honest, but I don't think Xilonen wants to heal you. She's not responding to your text messages. Just leave her alone. So I'm not really too concerned about this team. I'm just going to show what it can do, right? I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to grab that. Yep, grab this. All right, do both of this. Let's see how much damage Furina is doing. 8,000 there. Still 8,000. All right, 49,000. And I mean, I haven't really seen the vaporizes. I'm gonna be on 169 vaporize, 159 vapor, or 153 vaporize. Not bad. I can't, you know, obviously the capybara. The capybara hits very hard. Like, don't even try with me. I've actually, like, we just did the half of the capybara's health. All right, I don't want to hear it from a single one. But 49,000 from Furina as off-field damage, that's not bad, right? That's not. It's just not bad. Objectively not bad. So yeah, overall, that, I guess, wraps up for Xilonen plus Arlecchino. Let's go on to the next character. Well, the next character is Itto, and, well, I'm gonna be honest, it is so much better than, you know, what he used to have to run, which is triple Geo, because of Goro's massive buffs. Whereas now, you're not necessarily limited to it. You're not limited to triple Geo. It's not a thing of the past. Let's go. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice, guys. It's just so nice. But realistically, let's go ahead. Well, let's go, and we're gonna destroy. They don't understand that we are the characters who destroy. All right, guys. They don't understand. They don't. All right, come on. Let's go. Come on. 54,000. 54,000 at full health. Furina, right? That is full health, right? Let's be real. Full health. It's not exactly a super easy thing to do because you're only running a single target healer. And then also, let's see the replication of it. You know, we do have to see, like, you know, oh, Itto is, you know, kind of stumbling on his energy. This should be enough energy very easily for him to regain all of it. So 54, right? Let's go ahead and let's run it. Let's run it again. Sure, let's run it as a second rotation, right? Because the issue with my Itto is that now his build of 100% energy recharge and nothing else is actually coming to bite me in the back, right? Like, I have 0% energy recharge on my Itto, right? So if I had gotten like 130% energy recharge, would have been a lot easier to, you know, have this, right? Itto's energy recharge is not really that big of an issue. Although I'm getting 12 extra energy from my C2. So, you know, maybe it is a big issue, but we'll see. Now, I haven't actually tried to go ahead and use both of them. Let's see what we're looking at. 49. So 49, 50. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. Also, I could have just taken that hit. 52. Guys, nah. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what we're looking at for. Oh, actually, hold on. We're not even bad on energy. Yeah, but that's because I have my thing. I do need to make sure I remember that I have C2 Itto, which is giving me 12 energy, right? But yeah. So as you can see here, yeah, my Itto is getting, 6 energy here. Very, very good, honestly. So 12 energy on top of, taking away his 70 cost. That would take him down basically to 58 cost, which is, nearly what Xilonen's burst is at 54, right? So it's very, very nice. But yeah, I would say overall probably 150 energy recharge. And as you can see, I only have 150 energy recharge on my Xilonen. Now, let's run a mono Geo sort of setup, right? With the simple answer to this would be just doing this, right? This is the way that we can sort of do that. And you're running 2 Favonius characters on here. Oh, I need to get my energy for Goro. Yay. Okay, super simple. Let's go ahead, Zhongli, and then we'll go to... Bro, again! Again! Why? Why does it keep happening like that? It makes no sense. All right, come on. Let's go. Fiorina time. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right, Goro, E-skill, you, and boom. So 100,000 there and 45,000, huh? Can you believe that people told me that Xilonen would not buff Itto that much? Like, I'm going to be honest. I came under the impression that I was about to hit 9K higher, but I think I might have gotten it reversed. I've been telling people in the comments that my Itto hits 4K, or not 9K, 4K lower. So my Itto hits 4K lower on Mono Geo than he does on, Xilonen, Fiorina official or whatever, right? I was under the impression that was true. We just came in here and clearly showed that it's not true. It's just not, because this is what you're going to be looking at 90% of the time. Everyone half health. Nobody's really got, stuff. Now, you can do Plunge Itto. You can't use Xilonen for that. So I guess that's just an automatic win for the Itto Mono Geo type style thing. But is that really even Mono Geo at that point? Once you have 2 characters who are not even Geo. And also, whatever. This is all right. Yeah, Xilonen is just better than the triple Geo. It's great to hear. It's great to see. It's great to feel. I'm glad that Itto is just better here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's go to the next character. This team's very fun, but it is a C3 Rizzly. Like, the C3 matters, sort of. It matters because of this, right? This is where it really matters, but beyond that, it's just this, right? And then also I have C2 Kazuha, which is going to give him 200 elemental mastery, which is a lot. I'm not even going to try and defend that one. That's just a lot. So yeah, here we are. So the first option is to do this. Then we do this. Then we grab this. Then we grab this. Then we do this. Then we do this. Then we do this. Then, oh no, you suck. I hate the input lag, but we can see 100,000, no reaction. 75, no reaction. Yeah, I mean... It's not great. I'm thinking Bennett on Favonius might be a genuine thing I could do here because it is really, like, it's awful. I don't like this. This isn't fun. But the screenshot impact, guys, all right, just listen to me. The screenshot that we'll get from this, it's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, then we do this. Then we do this. Then we switch to Kazuha, and we bring him over here. Come on. All right, then we do this. Come on, keep it. Yes. Yeah, 300,000. And then 120,000 on a single normal. I'm going to be, yeah, that's pretty good overall. Yeah, I'll take that. 120,000 on a single normal. Yeah. And then we still are going. Now, let's talk about it. It's a very screenshot impact team. Like, let's look at the energy for this team. Like, Xilonen. Yeah, we can even go over on Xilonen. Absolutely the best character who has her energy up, right? So I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to show off the baseline for my Rizzly melt. Now I will be doing mono cryo because I was requested to do mono cryo, but I'm just going to show off my baseline for Rizzly melt, right? Because this is a decent baseline to show off. Honestly, we're going to get into the, we're going to get into the more freeze centric teams, and it's going to get to the point where I'm like actually having trouble because Kazuha plus Xilonen do not fit. Like, you need to swirl or react with one of them, and they're just both battling for it. They're both, like, because you can't... So the team is Rizzly, Furina, Xilonen, Kazuha. They're all battling, like, Xilonen and Kazuha are all battling for the swirl. And you want to use Furina first so you can actually start getting fanfare and stuff. But the other two characters, you know, Kazuha wants to be used as low as possible, but you can't use Furina before, you know, Kazuha, because unless... Like, Rizzly doesn't apply cryo off field, so you would have to swirl cryo with Kazuha's burst. It's awful, and I just don't like having Kazuha on the team. I'm gonna kick off Kazuha and go for Shinha, actually. Here we have it. Very easily, you know, we see the sleeping capybara here. So it's a very easy setup, honestly. We just go ahead, we grab Emily, we go ahead, grab you. So 31,000 on top of that. And then let's go ahead and... Okay, he's shaking his booty at it. All right, guys. You know, I forgot that, you know, this was going to happen. Come on. Keep it coming, Emily. I would prefer if we weren't doing all that. All right, so yeah. Now, as we can see here, we had 140,000 there. And without Bennett's ring, we had 100,000. So, not great, but not bad at all, honestly. I would say it's pretty good. Very, very nice. 96,000. I would love to get Bennett off this team, right? It's one thing, you know, I would love to get Bennett off this team. Would get rid of the circle impact issue, right? You know, we could do that. Let's go do that, actually. I haven't actually tested that, I'm pretty sure. So let's see what it looks like. So we're trying to top 140. So if we can get without 140 here, we'll be looking good. And you might be wondering, like, oh, well, that's not going to work, right? Because you need to use Emily and Toma and burn, right? But no, it'll work because Rizzly's a catalyst character, so it's super easy to just have him apply his element. Like 2 seconds. Yep. Then we'll just pop this, right? Boom, boom. And then we'll pop this, right? And boom, boom. And then we have your E-skill. All right. Boom. And boom. 128. Honestly, you know, that's not bad. That ain't bad. I will take that. I will actually take that. So that wasn't that bad. 120k. Honestly, not really a thing that I'm like super annoyed with. But also, I would have liked it to be better. Now, what happens if we remove him? The damage goes down, and we don't really see a lot of, you know, great numbers that will improve, you know, Rizzly's damage. What we can try and do is we can go and try Shangling, but this is my last hope for this, right? I have not even tried this out. I just figured, hey, maybe it'll work, so let's give it a try. The good thing about this is that we will see Shangling with 36% res just easily, right? We can easily do Rizzly, and then I am very curious to see how they react to this, because I don't know, man. I am kind of wanting this to be really good, but then also at the same time, let's go. We have Guoba. Let's go. Come on. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. 63,000. We didn't actually crit. Okay. 115. We didn't actually have our buff active. Okay. 200,000. We saw 200,000. All right. So we didn't actually like crit on the hits, but we would have been doing 200,000 on this team. The only issue I see is that look at our energy recharge. Like Xilonen, completely fine, but the energy for these two, I don't know, man. So now let's move on to a more free-centric / cryo sort of setup. Now, listen, I don't want to get rid of Furina, right? Furina's off-field damage plus her damage bonus is great. And I also don't want to even try and go for Kazuha, because we can use Kazuha or Xilonen here. So this one's interesting, right? Because it's very obvious that Shinha is the only way to go here. I just don't see a way where Shinha is not the way to go, sadly. Because, you know, I don't like Shinha that much, honestly. She's just a really annoying character, and I don't like the way that she's designed, right? These buffs should last the entire time. But if I'm gonna look at this character, and I'm gonna see, like, she's got to give all this damage bonus, right? So she's giving 30% damage bonus on, you know, the whole normal and charge plunge attack. So she'll give 30% damage bonus, decrease the res a little bit, not that much, honestly. But overall, I would say I'd rather take this over Kazuha here, because Kazuha here just, he has an issue of just not running with cryo. Like, he just doesn't really work with cryo. And the only time I can get him to work with cryo, let's go ahead and try this, right? I'll show you guys how this works. So, you know how you normally want to use Furina at the beginning of a rotation, right? Because she has such a long duration. we basically have to throw that away here. We basically have to just do this and accept that we can't do it at the beginning of a rotation set. It's just the way that it's going to have to go. So we'll have this, and then we'll have you and you. So let's go ahead and let's do this now. So let's see how much damage we're really doing. Is Kazuha's buff even active? Like, let's be real here. Is Kazuha's buff even active? Did our rotation take that long? See, this is the issue with Kazuha. His buff being, like, way less than Xilonen's in duration makes for a sloppy, annoying to use rotation, right? And I can try using Kazuha second, but even then, it's still kind of eh. So I think we are going to end up running Shinha, but let me try using Kazuha second just so I can, you know, go and say that it's eh. So here we go, and then we have, you know, Kazuha still is going to have to come over here, and we'll have this, right? Of course, of course, of course. Then we'll start freezing with Furina, and we will start doing all this stuff. All right, there we go. 100,000, so maybe it is active still, huh? That's interesting. And then 87,000, I imagine it ended after that. So, you know, we got one good hit on both teams. It's not really that great. So let's go ahead and try out a different team. Now, it is important to note, Rizzly has an abnormally long amount of on-field time. Like, 14 seconds is not good. Like, let's be real. 14 seconds, not good. Do not like it. But we can go ahead and we can have Shinha here. And instead of the whole, you know, issue of, you know, oh, we need, you know, cryo on both characters. No, now we don't. We just don't. We absolutely do not need cryo on both characters. We could just come up here, hit them, do our normals, and, oh, that's not enough. I think that's the first time I've actually had an issue with the energy, like, that we've had for Xilonen. Okay, so here we are. Let's just punch him up a little bit. Do this. Yep. All right. Double normal. And then we will hold that and hold this. And then we'll go ahead and grab all this. Let's go. Let's go. 40,000 damage here. Boom. 119. Not great, honestly, I would say. I want to see what my verse does. What does my verse do? 42,000. I mean, it's not great. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm a little too melt-brained, but 100,000 on his charge attacks isn't great to me. I would prefer if we had, like, a different character for Shinha. I think Xilonen, Furina, and Rizzly work great together, but if we're trying to use this team, I feel like I want another character instead of Shinha or something. That would have been without Shinha's Icy Quill, by the way, because of how many hits we did. Or no, it would have been probably with her Icy Quill, yeah. So yeah, overall, I'd give this like a B- or something. And then, of course, we can just try and use Kazuha, like, with this team instead of Furina. Let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, we do have this, you know, option still, too. So this is more of a, you know, full-on... We're definitely going to get the, you know, cryo for Rizzly, but let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's pop the burst, right? Burst will heal everyone. Not that big of a... Oh. Let's just see how it works out. All right, I just want to see. If this is close to the 100K that we have been promised, then sure, but I don't know if it will be. 97th. I mean, it's not bad, honestly. We just lose out on Furina's damage. That kind of does suck, though. Losing out on Furina's damage, I mean, we saw earlier in the video when she vaped for, you know, however much. It was like 49,000. Pretty good. So we saw the 97,000 with the improper rotation. So let's see what it's like with the proper rotation, right? So, yeah, and then we'll do hold EQ, and then we'll do EQ. This is just a very, very easy team. The one thing you can easily, you know about this team is, that's 130 with the extra buff, though. That's, let's see. Yeah, 87. Wow, that's a lot worse. Wow. Yeah. Dang, dude. He went from 130 to 80. Yeah. Dude, I just can't play non-melt Rizzly. I don't get how people do it. Yeah, this is just not a team that I'm, you know... I just don't like this team. It's a useful team. If you like Rizzly and you like mono sort of style teams, go for it. But for me, I'm gonna just chill out and stay back here until I see to my, you know, Xilonen, right? So yeah, on to the next character. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the natural hypercarry Raiden. I would do Overload Raiden, but I just don't have her, alright? So let's see, how much damage are we looking at? So 67,000 on every, like, little hit here. So 66, 67. I've been getting incredibly bad luck. Also, yeah, just bad luck there. But incredibly bad luck in terms of my actual, like, like crit on the big hit, right? I have not gotten a big hit crit in forever. So we saw 66,000. So the main purpose you would do basically any changes to this team is for more damage or being able to move around. So something we got to show off on this team specifically is just the ability to move around is so nice, which is why we're getting rid of, you know, Bennett. Which is why we're getting rid of Bennett and we have Xilonen here. Let's go. This is a very, very good team, honestly. This would probably be my personal Raiden team, assuming that Xilonen doesn't get used by other characters, right? So let's go ahead. Easily double hit there. Boom. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here, you dumb capybara. Now, one thing this team does not have, I was about to say healing. Never mind. No, it does have healing. It's literally Xilonen's part. Yeah, we saw 450. Great. Yeah, I love it. I love it when I have to now redo the entire thing because Capybara one-shot Raiden. It's so nice. Capybara confirmed stronger than Raiden Shogun to that news headlines. I'm just saying, if that's not in the next publishing of Ye's, you know, publishing house, I'm actually gonna go crazy. Like, I don't, like, we need it. We need a like art. Oh, why would you do that? All right, you're just a meanie. Let's redo this team without Capybara charging into her face. Let's keep going and do all this stuff. All right, here we go. Capybara, don't hit me in the face, please. I would love if you didn't. All right, here we go. So, you know, in normal times, we wouldn't actually have the ability. All right, come on. There's no way we just get hit in the face at the same time again. All right, cool. So 61, 67, you know, it's about the same, but you could definitely tell that it's lower, right? The 70,000 hit has now become 67, and the 67,000 hit has now become 61. But I would like to emphasize the ability to move around. That is so good for Raiden. And you want to know why it's so good for Raiden? We're going to go into the Abyss again. I don't even think we need to, you know, take Kazuha off. There's no real reason because this is such a huge buff for Raiden overall that I actually just think that this is the better team and I don't need to like optimize and get that 10% damage per character. No, this is actually like just a better team overall and it's just way easier to use and stuff. Now, obviously, this isn't with Chevy and the other characters, but, you know, we'll just live with that, all right? We're going to grab max HP again, so let's go ahead and let's see what Xilonen is cooking. All right, so there we go, right? So that's all done. We're going to have the Q skill happen, right? And then we'll have QE, or EQ, not QE. And then that guy's gone. Oh, nope, this is all the way over here. Wow, I kind of fumbled that one, I'm going to be honest. But look, we are decreasing his res right now by the, you know, standard amount that we were supposed to. So this is actually pretty good for us. Now, you can't really do anything else. Like, there's no way to, you know, get around this. Like, we're cooked. Yeah. Sadly, sad days, but we're cooked. Yeah. It's just the simple fact of being cooked on that, you know, run. It's awful. But I would like to show, like, you know, like, we could have just switched out of Kazuha there to get, you know, Raiden up. However, I do think that they work better together than on another team because, like, let's say we lose 40% res shred on the enemy. That's a lot better than losing 1,200 attack. I'm gonna be honest, like, that's a lot better. So yeah, I think that marks up for our Raiden section of this video. So let's get into the next character. So this is my Yoimiya team for Xilonen. Now, some people might look at this and be like, what is it crazy? But due to my C1 Fiorina, overall, Yoimiya's hits are just better damage-wise than anything. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this, right? Let's be real. So we're going to use this. We're going to have overall more damage. We're going to have, I think, a couple less vaporizes or maybe inconsistent vaporizes. But Fiorina is enough for Yoimiya, I'm going to be honest. It's enough, and you're going to see bigger numbers, which is what we want to see here. You know, we're using Xilonen, we're got to see, right? So we're going to use this as our test team, and then we're going to go ahead, and we're going to swap Zhongli and Xilonen. You can also go with Xilonen and Zhongli, but I find that Yoimiya's damage is just so underwhelming that I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, Yoimiya mains. It's just the truth. I just don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab these guys. We're going to get all their stacks. Oh, right. Yeah, fanfare stacks. That would be an issue. I mean, let's be real. We're not going to see a huge difference from using... All right, well, that's pretty bad. Okay, well, hey, it's working. 100,000? That's interesting. One thing this team has going for it is its amazing energy, right? I didn't have to even try that much for my energy, whereas, you know, we could just go in here. Let's go ahead. I think it's probably best if we don't hit them with Zhongli's pillar. So we're gonna have it like that, and then yeah, here we go. So we have all this. Come on, we just went Bennett. Come on. All right, now we have this. All right, let's see what kind of damage we're looking at. 30,000. Great, no crit. Yeah, yeah. I just 113. All right, cool. Come on. Yeah, okay, great. No crit. So overall, it wasn't great, but you know, that's just Yoimiya. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that's just Yoimiya. It's not really you know, thing, or I guess this isn't even with Xilonen yet. So yeah, let's add Xilonen. Yay. Now the great thing about Xilonen on this team is that you can either use her first, or you can use her first. I don't know why I was about to say you can use her second, because I forgot Furina's in here, which is obviously gonna go ahead and take off the Pyro Aura, which you don't want to do because you want to buff, you know, Yoimiya. But the great thing about this team is that you can use Bennett's E skill to proc the Pyro Aura, so it's very easy to do. So it's no shenanigans that you need to do. It's just literally go ahead and do it. So let's see what we're looking like with Yoimiya here. 50,000, and then we need to vaporize. All right, we need to vaporize. 90,000. All right, we're not vaporizing. I'm gonna be honest. 100,000 on vaporize. That wasn't the pivot. You know, we didn't really see like a high number, but that's just, you know, Furina inconsistency. That is what we signed up for when we put Furina on this team. I'm gonna be honest, I have literally taken Furina and Yelan, swapped them around on this team, and I've gotten the same clear time in Abyss. Like, they are very tight. I just have Furina here so we can see big PP number. All right, so once again, E skill, Q skill, or E skill, Q skill, and then 2 hits. Boom. Yeah, let's go. And then you Bennett. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, so let's see. Come on, give me one. Yeah. Oh no, dang it. Oh, we are vaporizing with. Oh, well, she missed. All right, great. The capybara is able to make us miss. 40. All right, hold on. All right, we saw 40,000 as our. Okay, so we saw 40,000 there as our 5th hit, right? You know, pretty good. Highest number we saw. Let's just 260 that, like 40,000 times 3.6, because that's how crits work. That's 147,000. I mean, that's, you know. That's actually worse than what I've seen before, but that was probably a full health Yoimiya team, right? I saw 160,000. I was trying to replicate it. That's why I tried so hard on this. But yeah, overall, Yoimiya does Yoimiya things. I mean, she just needs some weird attack percent, or not attack percent, but attack speed buffer. I think if we get an attack speed buffer, she can really become super strong. Arlecchino would also become super strong, but I think it would actually make this character a lot more viable comparatively to every other Pyro DPS in the game who has AoE, and this character just does not. Sadly, it's the truth, but yeah. So yeah, that'll wrap up for the Yoimiya section of this team. I don't really have anything to do. We could do double Geo, I guess, but that's not really, it's not really going to inspire confidence. I'm just going to say that. So let's go ahead and not do that, and let's go on to the next character in this video. So here we have a normal Clorinde team overall. We're just going to, you know, start off with, you know, the basics. You know, we should have started off with Furina. That was my bad. And then we gonna have the Q skill, sure, with you. And then let's start off with doing damage. So 22,000 damage is what we're looking at for Clorinde. 25,000 now. Due to how much we are actually, like, gaining our energy and stuff, it's pretty good, honestly. It is pretty good. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. I do definitely appreciate this. Now, what if we just went full on, have Clorinde do a lot of the damage? What if we did that? The simple solution is just kick Fischl off and invest in more into your electro damage for one character, right? Simple solution, right? It's always that simple solution. All right, let's go. Capybara, shoot the man in the face now. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a different way of doing things here. So yeah, we could have also done Furina second here. That was a mistake on my end, honestly. So let's go ahead and let's see what our damage is looking like. 29,000 off the gate, 33,000. He may have done like 40,000 damage in that one little thing. But, you know, we are the true victors. We saw Clorinde hit like 30,000 damage. That's what we were really looking for. Overall, my findings is that this team is actually kind of close to the Fischl team. My Fischl variant of this team actually has like just a really low Fischl build. Like if we look at my Fischl build, I don't even know where she is, but like she's right here. Oh yeah, and Fischl's getting a little bit of a buff, huh? But yeah, you could see it's not really that great. This is more if you guys just do not like to use Fischl. I guess it's simply that. Otherwise, I don't recommend it. So, you know, Furina and Cloride are getting the res shred, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend doing this team. And honestly, yeah, that's just basically it. I just don't see anywhere, anyway, you're really getting much else out of it. So this team is quite similar to the Yoimiya team, and it is also the only way for Xilonen to actually work with Hu Tao, because I couldn't figure out another way. Like, I didn't think that there would be another, like, you could try double Geo and then Xingqiu at the end, like, if you really don't like Circle Impact. That is a possibility. But then why don't you just, like, try and swirl Hydro and Pyro, right? You can also do that with Kazuha. But, hey, let's go ahead. Let's just, you know, do the E skill here. Let's pop this. Boom, boom. Grab that. And then we are here with all of this. All right. And we have you and Hu Tao. Charge attack. 104,000 charge attack. Not, like, you know, it's Hu Tao, right? That's what we expect. It's sort of the same thing with, like, Yoimiya. Just, you know, that really ain't great, considering it barely has any AoE. Like, let's be real. No AoE on that, basically. That ain't great. It ain't. Yeah, I don't think I need to check much else. I think I'm just going to grab Zhongli. One thing that you have to do with... No, you can't. You can't. You could try Mono Pyro, I can. Sure, let's try Mono Pyro. Sorta Mono Pyro. Let's just try this. I don't expect this to do super well. I just want to see how this is going to work. Let me just make sure to get all my stats up, though. Yep, that. And we'll grab this. And boom. Boom. 1, 2. All right, let's do this, because I forgot to do the shield. Shield should always be first. Let's see. 56,000, guys. It's 56,000. Guys, it's 56,000. I wonder. Do I have an EM Sands? I think I might have an EM Sands. I do have an EM Sands. Okay. You know, that would make sense. That would make sense. I don't think I want to change it, though. I don't think I want to change it, though. But yeah, that's crazy. Wow, how far we have come, because I do not feel like that is strong at all. So you people who are like who avid Hu Tao mains who still use that strategy, I guess it is worth comparing double Hydro. Let's go ahead and grab Xingqiu and Yelan. It is worth comparing double Hydro, as this is an idea that we have here. So let me grab another Hydro character here. So Xingqiu, Yelan. I don't know if Furina would be a good replacement for Xingqiu, because I do think that I've had some weird instances where trying to use Furina and Yelan doesn't actually work out nearly as well as you would expect. So, all right, here we go. I don't know whose duration is longer, but it doesn't really matter, because we're only really here to see the one, you know, charge attack here. Let's go ahead. Charge attack. 74. 75. It's... You know, we do also have a lot of pyro damage on top of what's happening there. So let's not be, you know, too hasty to say, you know, like, oh, that's bad or anything. Like, you know, we do have a lot of Hydro damage on top of that, and it is plausible that we're hitting higher than the 100,000 that we hit with Xilonen. Because, I mean, towards the end there, we definitely did get to the point where we were hitting almost near 100,000. We hit 80,000 there. All we needed was Xingqiu and Yelan to do 20,000 damage collectively, and we're basically doing the same damage we did with Xilonen, right? So, overall, not that great of a buff, but Xilonen, I just don't think was nearly meant for Hu Tao at all. So, on to the next character. Okay, so here we have a somewhat okay Cyno build. Yes, it is time for Cyno. I saved the probably least retention getting for last, but hey. Let's go ahead. Let's use Cyno. Let's see how well this goes. Last time I checked, I was over an hour. Yeah, we're at an hour and 10 minutes for this recording. Yeah, it's been quite the bit. I'm using white tassel on him, so guys, don't be too harsh on the guy. I'm realizing now, without double Electro, this guy is really gonna struggle for energy. This is what C2 Xilonen was made for. C2 Xilonen was actually just a plot to make Cyno way better. All right. I can't trust that this guy is gonna do damage. Who was cooking when they told me to level 90 this guy? Alright, here we are. We can actually finally start. I don't expect good numbers from this, but I do think that Xilonen is like one of the only supporters for this. So let's go ahead and let's go and do this. It's the only way. It is legitimately the only way. Alright, grab you. Alright, it's time. Q skill. Go. I forgot. He needs special things. No. All right, 20,000, 36,000 on his E skill. Hold on. Hold on. He's doing things. The capybara is shaking his booty. Oh, God, no. All right, this capybara is shaking his booty, guys. All right, we saw 36,000. Cyno, you know. Ooh, nice. Oh, it's gone. All right, we saw 36,000. That's enough for me. I'm going to be honest. That's enough. That's enough. White Tassel Cyno hit 36,000. I'm happy with that showcase. I don't think we have to. All right, the character that would be here would be Baiju. All right, I want you to understand. The Baiju would be here. I do not have Baiju. All right, so it's literally impossible for me to test. All right, I'm not saying that just so I don't have to use Cyno anymore. And also, I was reading comments, and someone suggested or asked for a specific character for us to test out with Xilonen, and that is Dehya. I can't believe it took me this long to figure out that Dehya was the true meaning behind friendship. I can't believe it. I'm so surprised that it took me this long. I'm gonna need some actual weapons, I guess. Yeah, I need to just overhaul her entire thing. Okay. What am I doing, guys? What do you guys think I'm doing? Should I just go with MH set and just like cannibalize Rizzly real quick? I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys, how do you like my DPS Dehya build? 29 crit rate, 289 crit damage. We're on the M8 set, so we're fine. We have 36% crit rate, so that is actually 65% crit rate. It's not great, but you know what? It's what we have. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, hold on. I didn't get the proper rotation. Hold on. We got to get the proper rotation. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. So the great thing about Dehya is that we are able to swirl Pyro very easily. And then all we have to do is set up Furina, and then we can swirl Hydro and Kazuha's burst, hopefully. And hopefully Kazuha will still be buffing by that time. I'm going to be honest, he only buffs for 8 seconds. Swirling on only an E skill really hampers your damage. Like, let's be real. You lose a good chunk of your damage if that happens. But although, I don't think that Dehya has, like, a huge burst duration, I'm going to be honest. So, we should be fine to just plop this down. Yep. All right. Plop it down. Come on. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, hold on. We got to do this. All right, boom. All right, you start vaporizing. Come on. Come on. Keep it coming. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now it's time. Come on. Yeah. Okay, 39,000. All right, yeah, we won. It's just, yep. 39,000, 20,000 on E skill, guys. All right, there we go. I think we can say and die in peace. I think everyone here can die in peace now. We figured out what makes Dehya good, and that's just another cat lady, all right? So, yeah, I think I'm actually done with all of this. I think we have one more character to test. Okay, would you believe that I forgot Ayaka and Ganyu? I actually just forgot about them. I remembered once I got to the Cyno part of the editing, I was like, wait, I feel a disturbance in the force. All right, so we can try this. I'm not expecting a lot, but Ayaka does front load her damage. Where is the thing? Wait, am I insane? Should there not be a thing that, you know, tells me that I can retry and get out of this place? Can you not log out here? Okay, apparently you can't log out here. I'm gonna now go and, you know, teleport, and we'll do all our stuff. Now, one thing is we're going to need energy on this team because Ayaka is a character who needs a lot of energy, right? Because she has a 80 cost burst. Let's just look at what I'm running on her right now. 155 energy recharge, Miss Splitter, and we're probably running on Emblem. Yeah. I don't think I need to change. We're not going to be running a freeze team. We're not going to be trying to get all the crit damage, you know. It's just not really going to be what we need, so we're going to not really focus on that too much. So yeah, let's just wait off. Combining Emblem with the fact that this team doesn't really funnel energy into Ayaka, I definitely think is a good idea. And I think what we're going to try and do here is use Xilonen. Then we're going to use Furina last. We're going to use Xilonen, proc all the stuff. Then we're going to use Ayaka, hit more. And then we'll use Kazuha there. So let's try that first. Because, I mean, it's the same as the Rizzly team. Let's be real. So there we go. Let's hit him with this. All right, cool. We have the swirl from Kazuha. We should not be even nearly close to running out on this. So let's go ahead. Let's hit him with this. All right, sweet. How much damage? 30,000. And I mean, that hits, what, 20 times, I believe it is? So that's 600,000 damage on the burst. Not bad. I don't really, like, Shinha would be the only character that we can compare this with. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, guys. Guys. Yeah, well, it was Ayaka that died, which, you know, I'm not too fussed about because Ayaka's just 600k damage on her burst is not exactly good. I'll say that at the very least. It's just not good. She's very nice, but she's just not really there anymore. And especially since the capybara just ran out of the burst. That was pretty funny also, if you didn't catch that. He just, we saw him get hit twice, and then he just ran out of the burst. It was really funny. Now, I don't know what we do for Ganyu, because Ganyu actually has an actual team where she melts, which could definitely be a thing. So we could try this as a team, right? We definitely could. I do think that that is a very much so possibility, and I do think that, you know, yeah, I do have a build for it right now. Like, this is a current build that I would use. Let's use this team, right? And we can easily apply cryo with Ganyu. It's very, very easy for her to get cryo applied, so we shouldn't have an issue with Kazuha getting his stuff, right? Yeah, I don't really have any teams to compare right now because I just don't use these sort of teams right now. Like, they're just not even on my radar at this point. Like, yeah, can we see this guy? This guy just, what is he doing? What? That's so mean. You know, target the freaking thing. I literally specifically gave you the thing so you could target, bro. Come on. Like, he's being so mean and rude about Ganyu, bro. Like, I didn't want to have to teleport away, but now I gotta teleport away, come back. I guess I don't technically have to, because I can do Fiorina right here and do this. Okay, so let's go over and let's fight with Ganyu. I'm honestly not actually that sure. I think we can get this. We can do this, and we can sort of make it look good. But I don't necessarily know if that's gonna really do much for us. So we'll have to do this. We'll do this. All right, come on. Keep it coming. All right, sure, Fiorina, let's go. And then we'll have this. Oh, yeah, we can just do that. All right, so now let's see what our damage is going to look like. 48,000? Yeah? Not awful. And then, yeah, he's shaking his booty, so, you know, we can't do anything. You know, his booty shaking power actually is just so insane. Like, if we ever get Capybara as a playable character, I'm assuming that it's like 80% reduction to damage taken when you shake your booty. I'll be real. Like, I think this dude just shakes his booty and it, like, everyone just is so mesmerized or something. I don't know. But overall, we can try a melt team, but I'm not going to promise anything that it's going to be good, because really I don't expect it to be good either. Yeah, I'm not going to do a melt team. Maybe we'll do more, you know, when I do a dedicated video for Ganyu. But yeah, I think this will just satisfy what we have right now. So, you know, it works. It's, you know, some damage. I don't know exactly what her charge attack did at the first hit, but I saw 48,000 on the second hit, you know, the big AoE hit, right? All right. So now for the final character we need to test out. It's going to be very, it's, you know, Xilonen herself. All right. So the final character we're going to be using. All right, let's grab the energy purples then. If they're going to give it to us like that, then sure. But let's go ahead. We should be getting to main DPS Xilonen here. Let's go ahead. Give me all of the stuff. Okay, I don't know exactly how. All right, let's do that. 80,000. And then let's hit 90,000 on plunge attacks. Not bad. I would love to actually, like, crit. We're not critting. Like, they're... Oh! I know what I've done wrong. Guys, I'm so sorry. I've done a goof. I've done a goofy man, and I did a goofy boy. All right. I'm sorry for that. That was the goofiest of all. Yeah, I didn't actually turn into a DPS build. She's still on her, like, set. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, so now we have our goof and gaff all done up. Let's go ahead and let's start off again with the amazing Cyno plus Fiorina combo. There we go. Everyone gets a little bit of healing. And then we can also go ahead, do this, pop the burst, and we can hit 100,000 plunge attacks. Now, you might think that's pretty nice, right? 100,000 plunge attacks for a support character. It's actually pretty good. Like, there is no joking when I say, like, that's actually pretty good for a support character, right? To be able to just competently go in ahead and just decide to be a DPS, you know, it's not exactly that easy for 99% of the game to do that kind of stuff. So Now we're going to go in with our full buffs with Goro's Burst. Now, that's what held us back before, but now it's not. Let's go ahead. Let's do Goro's Burst here, and let's see the real highest number. 108,000, 110,000, you know, 110,000, 107,000. Okay, so I did get 120,000 before. I don't know when or where, but hey, maybe everyone was already full health, or maybe everyone was already like full, like, you know, they've already taken a load of their damage. But yeah, I'm fine with that. We did very, very good, honestly, on this, and I am very, very proud of Xilonen, because Xilonen as a plunge DPS actually is somewhat good. Like, to hit that much damage, that's like Itto. Itto was literally doing that, but Itto doesn't have the ability to not do that and be a god tier support character, right? I wonder what Itto plunge attack versus Xilonen's plunge attack looks like, because I was very curious, and turns out, you know, if I take a C2 Itto and I take a, you know, C2 Xilonen, C2 Xilonen's gonna body this guy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, she will body the dude. She's giving herself at C2 50% geo damage bonus and 36% res shred automatically. Like, you know, we already have it with Goro, but like, dude, I don't know, man. She's gonna be pretty insane as a DPS eventually. So yeah, overall, very, very good. I love this character. She's done very, very well. She's buffing teams. She is really just a upgrade to your account overall. So I would say, yeah, I love this character. The regret video will come out tomorrow. I mean, I just did an hour and 20 minutes of footage of recording this for this video. So you guys, please like and subscribe. I might do individual videos showcasing them. I will redo footage, right? Maybe, you know, listen to comments. Maybe I've done something wrong in this video I don't even realize yet. The comments are very informative sometimes when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, you know, if you have any ideas or maybe characters I left out, right? I haven't seen to my Xilonen yet. We'll see. You know, go ahead. Characters I left out, you know, feel free to yell at me, right? I will have to also show you. I'll have to show you my characters that I have. Like, I don't have Mulaney, Sijuin, Chiori, Navia, Lenny, Baiju, Wanderer, Alhaitham, Kamisato, Ayato, Yoimiya, Tartaglia, and Klee. Like, I don't have those characters, right? I don't have them. A lot of people do want me to use those characters. Like, I've already had requests for, I think, I've already had requests for Navia. I know that. And I've already had a request for Mulaney, right? So I've had requests for those two characters. I don't have those two characters. It does suck, but, you know, C2 Xilonen will eventually come out, and I will be doing videos on her also. So yeah, hopefully you guys loved this mega long video. You know, if you have any advice for me, you know, do it. Leave it in the comments. I'm still very new to playing Xilonen. I haven't figured out all of her kinks yet, right? You know, but she is a very easy character to use, and in some instances better than Kazuha. So yeah, I would say very, very nice. I will say I probably do have a lower opinion of her from now that she's come out, from when she was like just releasing, right? I don't think that she's as huge of an upgrade on some teams as I thought she would have been. I think it really is Arlecchino, Nevi, like these already top tier characters really benefit from it. You didn't really get to see that much, you know, from other characters really. There were, you know, characters that would like her, but you know, there wasn't really massive buffs all across the board, right? Just because Xilonen is a character that we've technically already had for like 4 years, and Kazuha basically. So she's really strong, but she's not like new character power creep strong. I feel like we might have all sort of oversold how insane she was gonna be, because of she's just the same character we've already had. We can stack her with Kazuha, and that's when she really becomes effective. But teams that don't want Kazuha already don't really want Xilonen either, right? Unless they're a Geo character. Obviously, like Itto did better on, you know, with Xilonen rather than triple Geo, right? Very, you know, that's just what happened. I mean, I showed it in the video. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe the health was like lower on the, you know, mono Geo team or something. Maybe it was. I'll have to look back at the footage when we do that. But yeah, as of right now, I'm thinking that, you know, Geo really was the element that got buffed along with Arlecchino, Nevi, and I think Mulaney also did get a pretty big buff from this too. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.